I always stand right by the goalpost for two reasons. One, it's the safest, you know, and then number two,
keeps the other guys.
Yeah, right. See,
listen, real happy to have the opportunity to compete against you.
You know what I thought? Damn it, it's a hell of a thing for either one of us to lose, because I mean this. I appreciate the job you've done, and we've had similar backgrounds and frustrations, and it's if you after the game, I think we should shake hands,
right,
one way or another.
No way, yeah, no way we won't.
Allen was so thorough in his preparation for Super Bowl VII that he actually had a scout chart the movement of the sun in the LA Coliseum. For those of us who were photographing the game, we probably should have been charting the sun ourselves.
We're taking the light readings. You know, the normal exposure should have been like 5.6 at a 500th with the film we were using. But we keep reading like 4, 3, 5. We're going, what the hell? Give me your meter. And we're all standing out like this. And we can't believe the exposure. It was smog. It was the first smog exposure at a Super Bowl. And the whole game is played in this very diffuse yellowy light. And it wasn't sunset. It was smog. But you can look at these pictures. They all have this little tint of yellow to them. I always like Kilmer, you know, he's one of those little gutsy quarterbacks. You can see his face so clearly. Not only did he wear the single face mask, but the light's like this. It's like you lit him.
We loved shooting Billy Kilmer. He was so expressive. But George Allen was even better.
That's the most important thing, is to be physical.
George was unlike any other NFL coach.
Cheer him on, cheer him on.
He was a cheerleader, and he demanded the same from his staff. Like that guy in the suit, that's Redskins security chief, Ed Boynton. We called him Double O. Shula's bench was less emotional. The Dolphins had been here before, and Don knew what to expect.
Well, you know, Don wasn't one of the greatest coaches in history for nothing. The next year, he moved us so far out of Los Angeles, we needed a helicopter to go back and forth. We were much more focused to begin with. You know, getting back and having been embarrassed the year before, just one thing on our mind, and that was winning that ball game and then becoming the world champions. That was absolutely one of the greatest games I ever played.
You remember what I said about Manny Fernandez being a Super Bowl hero? Check out number 75 stats from Super Bowl VII. 10 unassisted tackles and 1 sack. And that's for a nose tackle.
He's flying outside and stringing it out, and then Fernandez came off the head and made the play.
Safety Jake Scott was voted the most valuable player, but hey, looking at the footage again, I'm convinced that Manny Fernandez should have won that award.
To be honest, I didn't even know there was a most valuable player award in a Super Bowl. I had no idea. I hadn't thought about it. Defensive linemen never win anything. You know, I was just thrilled that we won. We were world champions. We were partying. We were right back to New Orleans again mentally within seconds of that final gun.
Redskin guard John Wilbur once told me that George Allen's constant worrying about Super Bowl distractions was the biggest distraction of all. And by the game's end, the Washington bench was overrun with distractions.
The first couple of games, it really didn't make any difference. We didn't have that many extra people on the field. But as the game became more popular, we'd have people go down on the sidelines, and you'd say, how the heck did he wind up down there? It was as if they'd spend Saturday night making their own credential that said NFL, AFL sideline pass, and they'd be down on the field. One guy had an Eastern Airlines baggage ticket as his credential on the field, and he had gotten by security and gotten down onto the field.
Get out of here! We don't need you on the sidelines. Get him out of here!
Can I see that pass? You don't belong down here. You don't belong down here. Security, get him out of here.